Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled, Clubs Are Going Broke Since Men Left. Let's get right into it.
I have seen all the videos about the men getting scooched to the front of the line with the party promoters and getting to be in the club, and then it's like all the women in the line. And I've seen the videos of the men on the stage crowded around the DJ booth being the bad bitches. Like, I have seen all the videos, and I really I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm 36 with 3 kids and a husband. So I really don't be in the club like that. But for all the girlies that are still in the scene like that, like, what would happen if all y'all just for a month just stop going to the club? What do y'all would think would happen? Because I feel like the plot has been lost. I just saw a video by a man that was just like, no, this is equality. And we don't go to the club for women validation. And we don't go to the club to meet women. We just go to have a good time with our boys. Like, I really want to test this theory because me thinks that's bullshit. Me thinks that men very much still go to the club for women. That's what I think. And mind you, my club era as a millennial was very different than the club era now. But I just want all the girlies that are in the club like that. I want y'all to test this theory. I want y'all to just boycott the club for like a month or two and just see what happens.
We don't care what you think. You said you're 36 years old with 3 kids and a husband. You got no dog in the fight, so why are you here? Okay, I'm here because I'm single. Okay, so I can still go to clubs. I can still talk my ish. But why are you here? And then on top of that, why do you think you can lead a movement of single women rebelling against men? Now, someone in your comments said it the best. Clubs have already supplemented this, if women start leaving the clubs, by hiring more bottle girls and bartenders. It's like a strip club. All the girls that men want to see already work there. So if you stop going to clubs, it won't hurt the club because the club's main audience, their main customers are men. Men spend the money. You guys can go to all the clubs you want to. If there's no men there, there's no money there. If there's no money there, there's no business there. So what a stupid idea for a married woman who me thinks you should shut your goofy ass up. Shut it. Okay, we don't want to hear from you. Anyway, here's another girl talking about the problem with clubs. Take a look.
Nightlife is dying. Nightlife is dying. Let me tell you something. If you graduated high school after 2012, and that's being generous, I don't want to hear your take on why nightlife is dying. Because truth be told, y'all wasn't even in the clubs when the clubs was clubbing. If you weren't in Dre's, if you did not go to Vegas before 2018, you don't know what real Vegas was like. And this isn't really to shame, but this is more so we need to be real with ourselves, because I see a lot of people who are 25 and under talking about why the club scene changed, and you were never even in the club scene to begin with, when it was something. The club scene is dead because of a few reasons, but if we're being honest, number one is social media. Social media. When you went to the club, you didn't have shit to do but dance. Why? Because there wasn't shit else to do. You went to the club to dance, to break someone off, to have a good time. Everybody standing around on their phones. We weren't doing that because there were no phones to really stand around on. And even when we did have phones and had social media at the time, motherfuckers wasn't posting on Instagram like that. Like, we were posting pictures of our coffee cups. We were posting like abstract shit on Instagram. It was never really for selfies and personal pictures, and there wasn't as much socialness in social media back then. Now when you
But here's the thing, right? I think social media hurt the club in a couple ways. One, people they go to a club just to take pictures of themselves on the club, because now social media is like building this social profile, like your own personal website, advertising yourself to the world. So constantly, instead of enjoying the moment, people are trying to take pictures of the moment to capture for their social website, their social profile, right? It's kind of weird for that. Second thing was, social media gave people an unlimited amount of things to put their attention to and ignore the real world. So a person will be on their phone at the gym, on the phone at the club, on their phone at the bar, not paying attention to nobody else than what's inside that little screen. Now, I think that's a huge issue because it is actually antisocial. Can you imagine that? Social media is antisocial because people focus on the media and not the people. That's the strange part about it, okay? Anyway, moving forward, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
A lot of the reason why a lot of y'all will never be in a happy, successful relationship is because y'all don't know give or take. Y'all feel like your job is your job and that's it. Bro, my man has been working outside all day. It is 7:50 and the trash people about to come. Some people would think, well, he's a man. He should just take out the trash. But people with common fucking sense and also people that love their partner would think, wait, he's not home yet. Let me help him out and take the trash out so he doesn't have to take it to the dumpster tomorrow. Because as long as you guys are both trying and you guys are both doing, you guys can help each other. That's okay. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter if he's washing dishes and you're taking out the trash, or he's cutting the lawn and you're cleaning the house, or vice versa. It doesn't matter. Help each other.
I respect the girl who could take out the trash, right? But the one thing I disagree with her, she said she's doing him a favor. No, it's both of you guys trash. You're doing the household a favor. AKA you're doing yourself a favor, okay? It might be his responsibility, but it's you guys is ultimately, you know what I'm saying? It's benefiting you guys together. Okay, so to me, listen, just take the trash out. It shouldn't be a big deal. Yeah, I could be the one that mans it, and that could be my main role. But yeah, I respect the fact that when he's busy, she steps in. I like that. And honestly, this is why a lot of women, you know, are single, because they don't want to do these extra little things. Now, here's a single mom, right, who clearly didn't do the extras. She didn't do the extras, and now she's suffering because of it. And mind you, this video is going extremely viral. Take a look.
It's gonna be hard to upload this, but I really don't give a fuck. So I have a 7-year-old, and she's autistic. I don't got no village. But you bitches that be like, oh, I wouldn't change it for nothing in the world, is a fucking lie. A fucking lie. I would change it. Motherfuckers judge, but no help. Every day, constantly. Worried about what the fuck I'm doing and not worried about my mental and about what the fuck I got going on. Pray it away. Where the fuck it's gonna go? I can't pray no fucking autism away. How about you pray for me? How about that? And I don't even do shit like this, but I know it's a lot of moms on here that'll get me. Cause my family don't. I'm just all over the place right now. I can't even stop moving. Yeah, fucking lie.
So here's the thing, I think to myself. Men, every time we see a video like this, we always ask ourselves the question, where is the father? Okay, I get it. You have a 7-year-old child, it's autistic. That's really unfortunate. Okay, it's really, really unfortunate. But the question is, where is the father? Now, she said, you know, she didn't have a village to help her. And no one, you know, people said, you know, just pray about it. But praying about it won't make it go away. But lady, being a single mom is hard, even if you don't have an autistic child. And on top of that, you want everybody to help you. You want help. You want help. You're the mother, but you want help. You want everybody to help you. You should have helped yourself and only given a child to a man that is worthy of being a father. But no, you're so grown. You want to sleep around. No one can tell you anything. Now you got to deal with the consequences of reality, and that is, if you have unprotected sex, you might get pregnant. I'm just saying. I don't know if you know that, but I'm going to let you know. You might get pregnant. And if you're unhealthy, this is the part that no one wants to talk about, your kids might not be healthy. Okay? She's a little chubby around the sides, I could tell. Okay? And listen, prayers to you, but if you don't take care of yourself, no one can take care of you for you. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting. Back to the girl who's in one of the club videos we were reacting to. She had some more interesting things to talk about. She talks about an athletic BBL. Have you ever heard of an athletic BBL? Take a look.
So my homegirl sent me this video of this guy who did this BBL on this lady, and it's called an athletic BBL. And when I tell you this bitch looked like she's been in the gym for 10 plus years, I'm not fucking joking. It was that good. It was that believable. Like abs etched perfectly, not a little bit too much. Like ass is sitting the way it's supposed to naturally. Like it was actually scary and disturbing to see. And when I tell you that shit pissed me off, and let me tell you why. And you guys are probably going to try to chew me up anyway, but I don't give a fuck. The best example I can give is Birkin, right? Birkin bag came out. Everyone wanted a Birkin. However, it was so exclusive, everyone could not fucking get a Birkin. Everyone did not have Birkin money. Everyone was not Birkin material. Some people, it doesn't matter. They just would not even allow you to purchase fucking one. That's how exclusive it was. And before y'all start talking about gatekeeping, you really can't gatekeep fitness. However, it is so annoying when people literally are in the gym 24/7. They work hard for their fucking body. You having a body that is a gym body is something that is not like, you have to put in dedication. You have to be disciplined. You have to be eating what you're supposed to eat. You have to be going to the gym, like lifting these weights. You can't fake a gym body if your lifestyle is not matching it. And now you can. It goes back to the Birkin situation. It's like a bunch of fucking knockoffs. It's like you're purchasing a knockoff Birkin. You're purchasing a knockoff Chanel. And I love using these little bag analogies, but we can go even deeper. You're purchasing a verification badge. You are using Chat GPT for your college essays.
Here's the thing, and I don't think she's a gym girly, so it's funny that she says it's so annoying, you know what I'm saying, because people who do the hard work and earn gym body, you know what I'm saying, she feels like that's the real flex, you know, when you actually earn the body. And here's the reality, that is a real flex. You know what I'm saying? I'm not annoyed. I have a gym body. My body's been in the gym for the last 5 years straight consecutively. I put on over 30 pounds of muscle. Yeah, in 5 years. And I'm not jealous of anyone that's done a surgery. Okay? The surgery doesn't, you can't build your body through operations. Okay? You could add stuff to your body and it might look like you're fit, but you're not fit. Fitness is not something that you achieve on the operation table. Okay, you need to run, you need to do cardio, you need to do strength training, okay? It's training your muscles and developing your muscles through repetition and through progressive overload cannot be achieved on the operation table. So no, I'm not annoyed by it, okay? But I wanted to know what the hell she's talking about, an athletic BBL. I never heard of it before. And so if you guys want me to do like a whole video on it, you know what I'm saying, kind of take a deep dive on it, I will. But to kind of start us off on where we're talking about, this is it. This is an athletic BBL. Take a look. So her abs are etched, but like, I guess lightly. And you see she did the BBL, but everything's light, everything's subtle. And this does look like a gym body. It doesn't look too over the top. I won't lie, gym bodies do look like this. Now, this doesn't bother me. It might bother women who want a Birkin bag or get a verified status like the blue check. But for people who are actually famous, people who actually have a fit body, you can't fake that. You might be fooling some people, but you can't fool everybody. You know what I'm saying? You can fool some people some of the times, but you can't fool everybody all the time. Anyway, here's another thing that's going on in TikTok. There's this raunchy girl type of content, I guess you could say. Very peculiar. I wasn't used to it. I thought it was kind of interesting, so I wanted to share with you guys. Take a look. Hey, listen up, Shape Squad. Are you tired of being ignored by women? Well, download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up. It's going to teach you how to master attraction, build unshakable confidence, and win with women without words. Because chances are you're not ugly. You just talk too damn much. So download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up, and take control of your dating life right now. Now let's get right back to the content.
You know to take big. Welcome to or welcome back to Raunchy Girl Talk. Get ready with me, where we do raunchy girl talk. Let's talk about how to handle big like a pro. I'm kidding, I'm not a pro. More like intermediate. First things first, you need to mentally prepare yourself. No, I'm kidding. We have got to be sure that both we and he are slippery like a slip and slide. You can and probably will get micro tears, especially if the slipperiness is not up to satisfaction. You're gonna get a bunch of little tiny tears and you're not gonna feel them until you go to tinkle, and then it's gonna burn. Your kuku will most likely be sore. You just need to accept the fact right now that your cervix is probably going to get bruised. You just have to open wide. Like genuinely, sometimes you have to use your hands and like open it down there. So he can go in. You definitely have to have the mindset of wanting to be devoured. There's nothing to be scared about because I promise you it will fit. unless you just have a very short, which there's nothing wrong with you. Sometimes that's just people's anatomy. Because he's bigger, definitely start off going slow. Don't go in trying to go fast paced like a jackrabbit. There's really nothing to be scared of. Genuinely, it's basically all in your head. Do not try and force it and dry. That will never end well. Instead of being scared, be excited for the new experience you're about to enjoy. Your life will be changed forever. Once you go big, there's no going back. A big shaboing boing is gonna do it for me every single time. Bye, Raunchies.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming this is for men. I'm assuming she might have only scams. I don't know, okay? But this is a new type of content on TikTok. Can you imagine? Anyway, now, this is an interesting video because this lady's trying to flex on someone in her comment section, and it's not the flex I think she thinks it is. Take a look.
Let's break the numbers down. So let me let you know that you are not my peer. Let's break it down. You're 23, you graduated with your bachelor's at 22. I graduated my bachelor's at 20 from the Spelman College. Check the books. That's number one. I graduated high school with a 3.7 GPA from one of the best actually, high school in the city of Philadelphia, which is creative performing arts. It's not Central, y'all. Don't judge me, but I think it's still the best, okay? Yeah, so that's two. I started my career in education as a high school teacher at 21, June 2018. I became a high school teacher. I taught biology for 4.5 years. And while I was teaching during that 4.5 years in 2020, I decided after I graduated from my master's in science education from the University of Pennsylvania that I started in 2018, immediately after I graduated college, right? I graduated in 2020 from my master's in May. By June, I was prepping to go to law school. Started law school in August of 2020. Still was a teacher. I did law school in a full-time job throughout my entire law school career. Yeah. And then I graduated December 2023 from law school. And if you want to backtrack, I started my nonprofit in 2020. I've earned and fundraised solo dolo over $2.5 million with my nonprofit while doing all of that. I just celebrated my 5th year anniversary for our nonprofit, which is Thrive Philly, in June. And this June, we took 17 girls to Turks and Caicos, all expenses paid. And years prior to that, actually the year before that, I paid for a girl's full tuition to go to college myself.
Yeah, I don't think this is the flex she thinks it is, right? This girl is blue hair feminism's final boss. And this girl is blue hair feminism final boss, okay? She's talking about all the degrees she got, all the philanthropy she did, but I don't see no ring on her finger, and I don't know if she's married or not, and it doesn't seem like she prioritized relationships. So let me let this lady know something. Unfortunately, none of that shit that you just said is going to matter if you want to have children and be a wife. None of it. In fact, it seems like you're thoroughly unprepared for it. Now, let me say this. All the women who decide to choose a career over a husband, okay? Your job can fire you at will, and they won't be there when you get sick or ill. I'm going to say it again. Your job can fire you at will, and they won't be there when you inevitably get sick or ill. Yeah. And the worst part about all this is she talks about dedicating years and years and years to a career that will fire her at the blink of an eye. Yeah. And if she gets sick, they'll turn their back on her and hire somebody else. Yeah. But, oh no, a husband. Oh no, can't do that. Oh, feminism said against that. Get a dog, right? Forget about children, get a dog. Guess what? You know what's the funny thing about dogs compared to children? Which, by the way, a lot of people's dogs are just them trying to supplement the fact that they don't have children. When you raise a child, it grows up. When you take care of a dog, it never grows up. At least one day the kid is going to be out on their own the dog, you're going to have to take care of it the rest of their lives. Yeah. Horrible, horrible thing that women are doing. So again, this is not the flex she thinks it is. Here's another woman. I guess we should call this section, these are not the flex y'all think it is. Now, this lady is an older woman who got married. In her older years, she's technically bald-headed. I got nothing against that, but she's technically bald-headed. She might have alopecia, so she has a gray wig on, which every time I see her, it might be a little further back, might be a little further forward. You can see some of the top of her bald head. You know, it all depends. But listen to what she says here. She thanks God for this.
Sometimes I gotta look back and say, thank God I didn't have it all when I was single. Thank God I didn't have postgraduate degrees to brag on. I didn't have a major career. I didn't have a lot of money. I didn't have a house. I didn't have a luxury car. I didn't have a ton of designer bags, clothes, and shoes. I didn't have all of that when I was single. And I look back and I say, thank God, because I know if I had them, I would be like most women today. And I would be presenting myself in a dating scenario based on my accomplishments, based on my resume, based on how much money I had, based on every single thing that came from outside, from the world, to say this is what makes me valuable. But because I didn't have those things, all I had was my God-given feminine nature. All I had to offer was the fact that I was made in the image and likeness of God, and therefore that gave me inherent value, that I was a woman, that I brought my fertility, my ability to broaden your lineage in life. I could nurture you, love you, pray for you, sustain you, guard our home against spiritual warfare, pray, cover you, nourish you, feed you, love you, guide you, support you. That's what I had. That's what I had. If I had really, truly accomplished everything that I wanted to when I was single, I would have really marketed myself like I see most women do. I'm the career baddie. I have it all. Look at me. And what I've realized is those women who lead and date with their resume, they get men who are leeches. They get the men who need their resume. And God knows I didn't want that. So
This is not the flex she thinks it is. Now, here's a woman, a failed career woman, thanking God she did not have it all, thanking God that she failed. Because if she did not fail, she wouldn't have marketed herself with the God-given feminine nature within. Now, here's the interesting thing, right? The last girl was a career baddie, let's just say that. And she had all the stuff, all the resume points, okay? And she's right, this lady's right. That girl's gonna find somebody who wants to use her success and be taken care of by her, which she's probably gonna hate. She's gonna, oh my God, we know women, they make the money, but they don't wanna spend it. They wanna make money so they have control, autonomy, and stuff like that, right? They still want someone to make more than them and pay all the bills. Okay, women don't want to share when they become successful. Don't think about that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, she's thanking God that she didn't have that to market. All she could market herself was with her fertility or lack thereof. Because what I've heard about this woman is that she had her first child in her 40s. I think 43. I don't know if you guys can let me know in the comments. Something like that. 42, 43. She's married to a white guy. Nothing against that. That's fine. But in her mind, she's more desirable than a career baddie. And in my personal opinion, they're two different career paths or two different life paths, but they end up in the same place. Yeah. Older women who were tricked by feminism. See, she's the older woman that failed the career route. Now, the other lady, she's a young woman who's going to be an older woman who succeeded career route, but still makes them equally undesirable. Why? And she said this about her fertility. She didn't say this specifically, but I'm going to say this. Lady, you are on the last leg of your fertility. The most you could give your now husband is one child. And I think you have one child. Shout out to you guys, okay? Some people have that. But Do not confuse this. Do not confuse this as some advantage. The real advantage is having a child when you're younger. Let's tell the truth. I'm not saying that I would not start a family with a woman in her 30s. I'm not saying that. But I would never lie and pretend that the same girl, if I did have a child with a woman in her 30s, I would have preferred to meet her 10 years prior when she was in her 20s. Because women have a 20-year window. A 20-year window to reproduce from the time they start having a menstrual cycle. About a 20-year window. Okay? And they wait till that window's almost completely closed to start a family and get married and have kids. And they think that is a flex. That, oh my God, I'm so healthy. I had a child. You know, it's just proof that how great I am. And they stand in their grandiosity thinking to themselves, oh, you know, I secured the bag. I was able to give somebody a child naturally or maybe through IVF, whatever it is. But the point of the matter is that you were a risky choice for your husband. And maybe he's the goofy man, respectfully, that didn't have a better option than an older, bald-headed black woman who keeps getting online talking about her life in an embarrassing way that, to me, could only Aisha Curry you, brother. So whoever her husband is, let's pray for him, okay? Let's pray for him, because this is the same woman that if anything goes wrong in their relationship, she's going to come right to the internet and talking about, oh, and this and that, and I should have known, and blah, blah. And she's going to still think she has the opportunity to be with men because that's what she does. She puts on makeup and hair to appeal to men and to show the world she's still desirable. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see y'all over there.